Old school RuneScape is perhaps the greatest MMO ever made, and I have been loving exploring this game and making videos on it now for more than a year. I gotta say, it's a beautiful, safe, pretty world, right? Well, wrong. 345 is a single world known as Deadman World, which has danger around every corner. In fact, PKing exists everywhere. This world's also really special because there's boosted experience rates, there's item drops that unique monsters have, and so I decided let's make a chunk man account. In fact, we actually need to talk more about that because today we will be rolling a new chunk by the end of this video. We will finally be defeating our first chunk, which I set the goal of only having to kill this fugly Makalaka. It's known as Arachnis. We've been trapped here for, what, 90 some days now, apparently. Kind of crazy to think about. And so I'm so excited to escape this chunk with you guys together. Welcome to Chunk, Deadman, or any other cool name. Please throw it down below. And that being said, you guys, for us to get out of here, we do need to kill Arachnis, as we've already mentioned. And to kill this thing, we're going to be talking a lot about it. It has some crazy stats. I've actually never defeated this boss ever across my time in old school RuneScape or RuneScape 3 because, well, it doesn't exist in RuneScape 3, at least I don't think. But anyway, so there's some okay money making methods here. This is actually a very early game boss, but for me and PKing, which does happen in this video, it has set us back. We have been reset many times, you guys. So all of that being said, here we are picking up where we left off, unlocking one of the best prayer methods in the game, because all you have to do is sacrifice your bones here until the shrine says this. Now we can gain prayer experience. And so for us, this is basically like nearly up there with a gilded altar. And of course, we have a boosted experience rates being on a Deadman world. So look at that, 450 per baby dragon bone. That's level 52 prayer. Huge, because the more prayer we get, the more time we have to battle this boss. And so yeah, basically let's just farm out a few more of these little losers, because if we kill enough of them, we can get our prayer level higher, and that should make the rest of this content a lot easier. And with that being said, I think now we more or less have the stats to send this. It is time. With this gear here, it ain't nothing amazing. It's not even best in slot that we have from our chunk, which again, we'll talk more about that later, but we're awfully close. And so again, to throw up Arachnis' stats on the screen, we do need a good crush weapon. There is better crush weapons out there, but I think with these stats, I think with all these potions that we've gotten from the grubby chest, I think we might have a chance. In fact, if we can poison him, well then, or it should be a lot easier. So I'm really excited to escape this chunk. And again, there's a lot of tasks that we are neglecting, and I'm actually going to need y'all's help to decide what we're going to do with all of them. But we'll talk more about that later. And if you haven't also seen that movie, man, you guys don't know where that's from, I can't help you, man. One of the greatest movies of all time. Anyway, doesn't matter. So here we go. We're gonna wait here until our run energy comes back. There we go. We got max run energy. And now with that being said, let's pop all of these potions. They should boost our stats basically into the 90s. Actually, strength even 95. That's kind of crazy. And so basically, this is a really easy boss. Mechanics, not too hard. You just want to have better gear. And I do suck. I do want to remind you guys of that. So like already missing an attack there and letting him heal. So yeah, every attack he gets through prayer correctly is he gets a heal. So basically, we can't ever mess up our prayers. It's a great way to practice. And yeah, we're hitting a ton of zeros, you guys. So basically, when he's at range, he's going to use range. You run up and use melee. And now with melee, it's going okay. We're making some progress. I have been burning too many sharks. And obviously, I am not going to show you guys this whole fight because this is already like 7 minutes in, which is kind of crazy. 7 minutes to get to only the first wave of minions spawning. So by the way, the blue one over there does magical, and then this like orange-red one does melee, but you should actually be praying range while you kill them, because if not, Arachnis is going to be healing up as he hits you, again, through prayer, or, well, without prayer. So we're going to obviously kill magic first, because we have no magical protection gear on. Again, if we had access to, like, Dragonhide, then we would be okay, and I guess we technically do, but I don't think I have any way as a chunk locked account to level our crafting. So that's why really Rune's like our only hope that I'm aware of. Oh my gosh, he healed again. Oh no. Okay, all right, so I'm not gonna lie, this isn't going that great. and we are burning a lot of precious supply. So I think it's time to dip out. We got to the first wave, and we literally, he's healing again. Oh my gosh. We got like a third of his health gone. We had 4 prayer, 3 prayer left. I think it's time for us to go chase some upgrades, you guys. Like, I don't know what. Maybe it's just going to be stats, but we got to do a little deep dive. Okay, so I did a bit of a deep dive, and there is, in fact, the rune mace. I was aware of this. I didn't really realize how hard it's going to be because we have to kill steel dragons. All the dragons in the game that I was aware of, you could just safe spot the buggers, right? That's what I'm doing over on Slayerlock, which, small little plug there if you guys want to come and check out that Iron Man series. And with that being said, look at these drops, man. Like, if we hit those dragon plate legs, that would be insane for this account. Because as you can see here, we don't really look that tough. You know, Rune Medhelm, Rune Scimitar. We're doing okay. We're doing okay, but we're not the toughest. So anyway, we're gonna go over here and do our best to kill these druids because they do have some decent drops, and I am doing this here on my main PC, but some of this is gonna probably be on mobile as well. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we can just come right over here, crawl through this now, and as well as sacrifice bones here, restore prayer. Okay, no, it's not working. Awkward. Alright, so after consulting our wiki, that is not a way to restore prayer. We did kill a few of them. I actually did it on mobile, but just here's a little screenshot that, yeah, we did in fact get ourselves an Earth Battle Staff. So with this, that's unlimited Earth runes, which is absolutely mental. And so see, this is really the only way you can safe spot apparently a Steel Dragon. But look, it doesn't work because it still has aggro and they have their long range dragon fire. So really, the only way to do this is like honestly gonna have to face tank it or to switch worlds, and we'll talk more about that later, I think. So that being said, what is world flinching? What Verf does in his video series is that he's able to just hop worlds, come back, and as I'm gonna show you guys now, so awkward, that's what I'm doing on Slayerlock. Don't mind me, just ignore this little here. We go back to Deadman world, and yeah, it is a longer timer as well, because that's really going to be an issue here, is I can only do this on one world. And so now we don't have aggro. You can see there was already damage done, but holy crap, we're going to have to wait like 10 seconds every time. We're not doing this. So we went back to just boosting our stats, you guys. Got another grubby key. We got our prayer level up a few levels, now up to 56, which is amazing. And with, of course, grubby keys, that's just more supplies that we're getting to make it easier to send more Sarachnuses. But I've got to be honest, if we don't have a very high prayer level, we need many prayer pots in order to send more attempts. And look at that, boys. That's 71 defense, man. Stats are coming along pretty well. Definitely better off than our last attempt, but I am waiting until we get even higher. So that being said, I'm going to show you guys at least a few of these grubby keys. I did want you to know as well that obviously these cut rubies we got, there you go, you get awarded. So it came from one of the randoms, whatever, doesn't matter. But just thought you should be aware of that, because who knows, in the future maybe we can make something with the rubies. Okay, not terrible. Some astral runes. Some potions. Oh, yo, okay, great, okay. Alright, well, that's not terrible. That's actually really good. So now we could easily send at least one more attempt, but I think we're going to keep going until we get another grubby key, which, speaking of which, man, another little bit of training on mobile later. We did, in fact, get ourselves another grubby key. Figured I'd record it here for you. Not enough space. It's fine. We'll just pick it up if it's anything good. Egg potatoes. Okay, let's just clean these. Eat the cake, whatever. Alright, back to the druids we are now, man. We're really looking for any more upgrades that we can get from these guys, like an amulet of defense. Great timing, let's go. So with that, we've got ourselves a few amulets. We got the Earth Battle Staff. There's an amulet of strength. Oh, dude, we're coming along. Okay, so we're looking pretty solid now. I gotta be honest, I think it's time to move on from these guys. There's really nothing else that will really help us. I think an Air Battle Staff, but we don't need it. Oh, Amulet of Magic, man. Check it out, dude. We're just rolling into the Ammies now. That's pretty solid. But I gotta say, they chunk, man. Because you gotta use Protect from Magic, but then they just freaking smack you with their staffs. Like, you kidding me? Anyway, so there's another thing. Oh, that's awkward. There's another thieving level, 59 thieving. So I really don't even know why we need to level it anymore, but this is my source of food. And check this out. Look at this. We just got one of those supply drops. Dude, it's 9 ranging potions, man. So just so you guys are aware that we do get supply drops on a Deadman world. And as I already showed you in the prior video, there's a ton of random crap that it can be. And anyway, I think with that now, that's 76 attack. Almost. 77 attack. With that, that is another step closer to being able to kill Sarachnis even better. But I gotta be honest, you guys, something bad happened. We got freaking PK'd, man, in all of the gear down there while we were fighting the temple spiders. And then I came over here, and I actually do have this clip for you guys, is then I'm just killing these stupid things trying to get back my rune chain body that I lost. He actually came and found me, which was unreal, so huge shout out to this legend, and he's offering to give it back. Now, I know this might be questionable to you guys, but I'm looking at this as it's fine. It's something that I did have. He knows I need it, and he's willing to give it back to me. So I really do appreciate it. Anything like that, it's just going to save time on the account. And you guys have already seen me get the rune chain body. So it's not like I'm taking, you know, like dragon armor from the guy, which I obviously have yet to obtain. And it's just super cool of him. So huge shout out to this guy. If you guys ever come and PK me in game, I don't blame you. You know, it's totally fine. But I really do appreciate when anyone's just deciding to help me out. It's because I don't even know. This is hours saved. But what did suck is someone else then came and PK'd me. I barely caught the clip, you guys. So I'm at rock bottom at this point. I had just lost the rune chain body. I've been really set back. I've lost all of my runes. I had very few left. So sufficient to say, it's time to go kill temple spiders with quite literally the most bare bones of gear. And at least I got a genie. I got another lamp. And I was putting them in agility, as in literally like 1 so far. But I think it's time to start doing Hunter, because I'm kind of noticing that there's a lot of good unlocks unlocked behind Hunter. But I do promise you guys, even though I'm feeling down, like, this is far from over. And we are escaping this chunk this episode. I don't care. And I do need you guys to actually help me out, because check this out. I got on mobile, so yeah, here's a mobile clip, apologies, but I got some anti-fires as a drop from spiders. So this has got to be a, because it's not on their drop table, it isn't, I went and checked, it's another supply drop. These supply drops are absolutely cracked, because guess what, baby, I'm back at it now. Now with these freaking anti-fires, we have a chance, not a great one, but a chance to go and kill a steel dragon. So that being said, I hope we don't have to use too many doses of this to kill it. I also don't really think we have the food to kill this guy. And that being said, let's just send it, boys, you know. We're more or less incapable of safe spotting. They are weak to earth magic, and we're just going to use this death blast here. But yeah, I think now we've got the timer expired. We got 5 minutes on our dose. And so see, it's doing melee, which is great because that means it's not going to hit us with the dragon fire. But when it does, it will still hit us for like half the damage because we don't have a dragon fire shield. So there's an example. Just got absolutely clapped by one. We're definitely burning food. We did get a genie, so that's a positive. And there's another one, 18, so it's not even a max hit. But 16, there we go. So we are hitting the guy. He's nearly dead, but the amount of splashing is absurd. We've burned through a ton of runes. Please, runite bolts, man. Okay, so if we had unlimited good food, we'd be fine. But we're wasting food that I would other use for going to kill Sarachnis. So I don't really know, you guys. Maybe this is dumb. We only need to kill Sarachnis once to get out of this chunk, right? I think it's possible with us to use what we already have. And level 400, baby. Okay, so I don't know. I think this is a good idea, but let's just look at this, man. Like, these drops, they're nice, but it's a 1 in 32. So we could theoretically make it, but I would be burning all of our food to do so. So I think instead we're going to send another Sarachnis attempt, and we'll come back if we have to. That being said, there is 60 prayer, man. That's really one of the last stats I wanted for us to go and give this another attempt. And we are still chasing to get that rune chain body restored. So hopefully we get one before we get too many more levels here. We have still a fair bit of runes left, which is fine. But yeah, there's our max hit. We're literally using up the last of these mine runes that we've gotten. I don't know, boys. I don't know. So here we are. We never re-obtained our rune full helm, but we have a rune scimitar. We have the rune chain body. I think this is doable. And honestly, we've gotten the practice in, which maybe I should have practiced this on another account, but my only other account is Slayer locked, and I'm not going to have any real ability to practice on this thing unless I go get spiders from Turiel. So I don't know. Basically, keep up protect range. When you get pushed away, click on him, you run towards him, turn on protect from melee. As simple as that. And we should get him to spawn. There we go. They've just spawned the wave. And now I know target the magic as quickly as possible. Okay, there we go. Wrapped. Turn on protect from range. We'll just tank the melees. Tank the magic. Holy crap, we're actually hitting so much better. Dude, rune scimitar, so much better from... Oh, frick, he just healed a little bit. It's fine. Anyway, so there goes the melee. And we're doing okay on supplies. We did bring 3 prayer pots. And we're getting him past the half. I think there's going to be another wave of the guys. Yep, there we go. Another wave of the spiders. Same thing as before. This is doable, but I have to say that this is pretty much all of my prayer pots. I have some restores because, as you guys know, it's so embarrassing. Restores do bring back my prayer. I didn't know that, and so I was ignoring them. We don't talk about it. Anyway, there we go. Nearly dead at this point. All the minions are dead. We have been fighting this guy for literally, what, 9 minutes? Oh my gosh. So we've burned through a lot of supplies. This should be the final hit. This should be the final hit. Get back here, you stupid bloody thing. Come on. Nope. Yes? There we go. That's it. Goodbye. Do not miss you. Mithril ore. I don't really know what I was expecting. I don't even know the drop table, but we did it. So we can roll a new chunk, boys, which means that now, and let's get out of here before he freaking kills us. We got to talk about the rolling of the chunks. So, as I pull up the chunk map here for you guys, and look at our gear that we got this done in, absolutely crazy. Alright, so, as we pull up this chunk map here for you guys, obviously we have officially completed our chunk. Again, I've not completed all these tasks. I have no desire to be a normal chunk man trying to do everything, you know. That's not for me. I don't have the time. I have a whole other series I'm trying to do for you guys. This is not a full-time gig unless, like, you know, 1 million of you subscribe, which please subscribe, and then who knows, maybe it would be. But anyway, so that being said, we're going to continue to pick 1 task per chunk to unlock it. We are also going to roll 2 chunks to make this a little bit more exciting and fun for y'all. So basically what that means is we could either, like, just have you guys vote on what the chunk task should be, and we'll roll the chunk now so then you guys know. Or what I'm thinking is that we're going to continue with one of these 2 options. So option 1, for every single chunk that we have unlocked, we can take any backlogged assignment and assign it to these new chunks to unlock them. This was my initial goal, my initial idea from this. Maybe we would even, like, make a list of them, and I'd let you guys vote on which tasks you would like us to do, and then we roll one of them randomly, and we have to assign it to one of our new chunks. Does that make sense? So, like, look in here, like, wield a Sarachnis cudgel, wear dragon armor, you know, burn a U-log. How the fuck can I do... I'm sorry for the language. Imps drop tinder boxes. I've had access to fire making this entire time, but how do I get an axe? Anyway, okay, so I'm getting distracted. We'll figure that out. But what I want to say is, so see all these tasks here? Basically, option 1 is that we will pick the ones that are the most fun, the most exciting to you guys, and then we will roll those randomly in the next episode to determine what is the 1 task per both of the 2 chunks that we're going to have to get. Or option 2 is we just completely say F it to all of the old, there it is. Oh, a bronze mithril, okay. And there's dead trees. Wow. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, you know, autism. Anyway, so so option 1 is that. Or option 2, we just completely say that, hey, every single task that we have already completed in the chunk 1, we just forget, we move on, And then when we go to these new chunks, we're only doing tasks specific to them. It's kind of a catch-22. If we go with option 2, that means that like new chunks that have not really fun stuff, but still interesting things in them, we're going to just completely most likely ignore those and only be rolling tasks that are going to be exciting ones, like ones that are probably going to be like from our original chunk, for example, like killing Skatizo. No matter what, we're honestly going to kill Skatizo for one of these things, like pretty much regardless of what you guys vote. But so, I'm going to take 2 comments, put them down below, and vote, and you guys just like on which one you like. And of course, comment as well any other extra ideas, suggestions. I really do appreciate it. And that being said, I think it's time for us to roll 2 chunks. We only have 4 options. And we are going to get, okay, 6456 and 6713. That other half of the city, which makes a ton of sense in chunk 4. So let's unlock that guy. And chunk 3 is taking us down south towards what looks like a mini quest or cooking. I don't know, you guys. I honestly I have no idea. Again, my knowledge of Greater Kourend is very limited, but now once we complete these 2 chunks, now we're going to be up to 7 different chunks that we'll be able to roll in our pick roll 2 next time. But again, you guys can see this literally took like 90 days since our last roll. I hope that's not going to be the case this time, but that being said, it really depends on what you guys vote. So again, option 1 is going to be that we take all exciting tasks, whether it's from literally our original chunk to any new chunk, and we're going to roll one of those randomly. Or option 2 is we completely say every single thing that was only from our first chunk or any of the chunks thereafter no longer matter, and it's only the new chunks. I think that's a real cool way to give a lot of light to chunks that tend to be forgotten, and it will be easier, which means more videos for you guys. But on the flip side, I feel like we're missing out on things of like go get a dragon armor, go kill Skatizo, even just go chop a yew tree. Obviously, in a future chunk, if there is a yew tree, then now that's rollable again. Maybe option 2 is also more complicated. But anyway, I think I've over-explained it. Option 1, option 2, tell me which one you guys like more down in the comments. Leave suggestions. I'll probably make a poll as well that you guys can vote on. Thank you so much for watching. It has been an absolute journey doing this. I really have enjoyed it. For all of you that have listened to me yap through all of this as well, I really do appreciate you guys. Of course, like, subscribe. I'm starting to check off the ones I've already done. And so we'll see you guys in a few weeks, I guess. Bye-bye.